Oh, it's fall. I forgot it was fall. Nice. I'm excited about that, actually. Oh, are these already water? They must be. Okay, I don't think any of these are ready yet. I don't know why it's so late in our day, but we get to do Dungeons and Drama tonight. Probably means... Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, get your snackies, friend. Of course, of course. Well, maybe I did all my animals too, because none of them are responding to my love. Yeah. Okay. Let me get rid of this notification. I don't have any major quests right now. I don't have any capybara. Let's see about these other ones. I'm always checking the wiki with this game. Freshwater oysters. They're all seasons. Oh, they're diving in rivers. Okay, that's easy. Let's look at frog. Figuroni's trying to cause trouble. Caught in fishing in ponds in spring and fall. Okay, so that's a good one for us to work on. It took me 2 weeks in game to find a frog. This is where, like, whenever I don't hoard stuff in the game, I regret it, because then I'm like, I've definitely had a frog before. Gobi. Rivers in all seasons. So we could definitely do some river fishing since we don't have a lot of time today. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way. Why are you doing so much screaming today, Figuroni? I'm not giving you any of my chicken from lunch, so if that's what you're trying to get at, it's not gonna happen. You can't come on my desk either. One thing I will say about this game is the rare items are very hard to get. They are rare. And then, ooh, the mullets are only in the fall, so we definitely want to try to get that one while we're in the fall. Oh, I have these trees to plant too. Where on my farm do I want to plant these types of trees? I kind of want to plant them next to that, like here-ish, and maybe move this. Can you move barns you already have in this game? Does anyone know? Oh, that's a race ball. I need to give that to somebody. Oh, I should give it to her tomorrow. Okay. Good. Put them in the daycare. Okay. Thank you. Hot take, I actually love fishing in this game, even though they made it objectively boring. I think I kind of like it because it is really easy. Because I find it relaxing and not stressful. Lily! Lily, not you coming in here and immediately redeeming the British accent. The bad English accent. I will do my best. It's been a long time since I've had to do it, so I bet it's going to be a little bit rough. How are you, my love? Can we get a big and a little shout out for Lily? Lily found me here on Twitch. I had never heard of their channel before, and they kept giving us such kind raids and had good vibes in chat, so I was like, let me go see what they do, and oh my gosh, I've been loving hanging out in their streams, honestly. Good vibes. Co-working, Fields of Mistria. Very silly. These fish with these, like, butthole mouths kind of scare me. I don't know about those. Want to give me the ick. Thank you for the shouties. Okay, we're not going to get too far with the fishing before it's time for dungeons and drama. Oh, okay. One of my monitors just decided to go screen black for a moment. That was not stressful at all. Do you know, I actually learned there's like a little bit of a... I don't know if it was a lawsuit or a case or something, like... I can't remember the logistics of it all, but there was like a report about Streamlabs chairs causing computer screen outages. Toasty told me about it. I don't know if they're here to be able to describe exactly. I forget what it was about, but I think mine does it. It doesn't hurt me, my screen comes right back, but something to do with, like, the metals or something in the chair. I can't remember. How do I open this again? Oh, okay, like that. Ooh, money. Good. I want to build more barns. Watching other people play Fields of Mistria and realizing how many variations of the animals there are that I haven't seen. I'm like, oh, I need to make more animals. But I want to get the farm extension. And put most of my barns over on the other side like Toasty did, I think. Shit. Why'd you go away right as I was coming? No. I'm feeling avoided. Oh, you know what? We've had a few folks dealing with a little bit of stuff like that, so... I'm sending love to everyone. It's a bit stressful, I understand. It gets a little bit of manifestation in the chat that all the pets are okay with everything. I know. Actually getting hardwood in this game is quite hard. It's easy in the sense that the trees always respawn every single day, but it's hard in the fact that I always forget to do anything about that and actually knock them down until I need them, and then I have to grind. Alright, I think it's been 5 minutes of this bad English accent. Let's go. You know what? No, actually, I'll read all the Dungeons and Drama nonsense in a British accent, and then I'll stop. Elsie coming to Mistria is the second best thing to happen to this dinky backwater. Not her town, dinky backwater. Oh no. My coming here is number one, of course. I can't with her. Oh, hello, my love. Hello, you have something for me? I made some of my favourite beet soup and I thought I'd make a little extra for you. I'm not gonna lie, beet soup sounds awful, but I appreciate the sentiment so much. My sweet, sweet butch scientist. I was lost in thought about an old flame, Rodrigo. A beautiful light in the chandelier of my life. Don't shoot the messenger, March, but your roots are showing. Ugh. I hope Via's at the next Saturday market. He's not a natural redhead. Interesting. This feels like a point I could sass him about. Look how late it is. Time sure does fly these days. Market's tomorrow. Maybe I'll stop in and find a little gift for Josie. Pull up a chair. I can get something started for you. Just say the word. So cute. We are in... How do I check? Actually don't know. Fall. Is it year 2? How can you check your year? Yeah, fall year 2. Even I need to relax at the end of the day. Helps keep me sharp. Hey B, you know Hemlock brews his own beer here. He's always on the lookout for the best wheat when harvest rolls around. Thank you for donating the completely wrong map. It's very well preserved. It's also quite wrong. All is good for getting someone lost. Hey then, neighbour, you know, I've been keep waiting for you to ask to borrow a cup of sugar, and then I thought to myself, why not get ahead of it? Oh boy. March and Reese said it takes me 3 drinks before I start calling everyone bro. Is that true, bro? Did you take a bite out of that under seaweed before you turned it into Errol? It's got a milder taste than your average seaweed. No, Terethia, I didn't eat the random seaweed I brought in. Oh no. He's got black hair just like Ulrich. His undercut is black. It's just hard to tell with the headband. He might be my favorite, so I pay too much attention. Fair enough. I've been keeping in touch with my fellow archaeologists, seeing what else has shaken out from the earthquake. It seems the lion's share of new finds have been here in Mistria. Makes me wonder just how important this place used to be. When are they going to get back to their Dungeons and Drama? Did I get through all of the Dungeons and Drama content? I'll be sad. Darcy's pastries and coffee are amazing. I hope you had a chance to try them for yourself. Trust me, I did. I'm kind of in love with Darcy, even though I'm not allowed to be. A family crest pendant on display at the museum, you're doing, no doubt. It's a pretty antique. Aldarians know their jewellery, eh? My garden was overflowing with heather this season. I have so much now, you'll have to take some, please. A good day of cleaning always makes me feel wiped out. Very good. Okay. Actually done with my bad British accent now. We have a little bit more fishing time. I forgot which fish was in the river that we were looking for, but there was 2. Looking for a frog. And one other one. Thank you for the follow, friend. Welcome on in. We keep our followers anonymous, but if you'd like to introduce yourself and let us know what you like to be called, what your pronouns are, feel free. You can also lurk in the shadows. A feisty little one. Oh man, not the butthole fish again. Not again. Oh, I think it was the frog and the freshwater oyster. And then one was an ocean fish. That was the mullet. Oh, we better head home. Our animals are still out. I don't want to get yelled at. Hi, Perry. Thank you for introducing yourself, friend. She, her. I'm loving Fields of Mistria so much. How far are you in the game? Let me start by putting everybody away. Oh, I'm running out of room in my fishing.
Figuroni says, howdy there.
My fishing box. Thank you for the follow, friend. Welcome in. Thank you, thank you. Okay. I'll have to make another fishing box. When I got a freshwater oyster quest, it took me so many days to find one. I'm never not hoarding again. I know. This game like enables, I don't know if I should use the term like hoarding tendencies because that's a very serious oh. Sorry. There's a storm happening. And my monitor keeps going black, and then my air conditioner just flickered on and off. So if stream goes down, you probably know why. I will hopefully not, but it seems the electricity is, he's fighting for his life a little bit. The new festival was cute. We just did it. Excuse me, sorry, I'm chewing. We just did it on stream last episode. Ooh, all my sweet potatoes are done. We'll have to get some more. My celosia. Sell a lot of these flowers. I don't think I need this many of all of them. The contest. Oh, I haven't done. I think there's actually two new festivals, right? There's the Animal Festival and then the like Starlight like couples festival thingy. I did the star one, but I haven't done anything with a contest yet. More iron bars. Okay. What's that? Oh, cute. I keep getting those, but I don't have the crafting level to make them yet. I'm trying to... Chat has been teaching me that I need to grind more in this game on some of my levels and some stuff, so... Golden egg. Our first ever golden egg. A gold quality egg laid by hand used in high level cooking and crafting recipes. Ooh. Thank you. Need to get a large... Can you sell or delete barns or coops as well? Because I want to get a large one for chickens and start... Same with the cows and start breeding them more. So I've run out of space in both of them. My crafting is abysmal. I need so much wood for quests and barns. It feels a waste to use them on decorations. I know. And the other thing for me is that I'm not a big fan of crafting things in game that I don't like and I'm not going to use. I know I could just sell them or store them, so I'm trying to get over it. Because it's like that's the only way I'm going to get my crafting level up, because a lot of the stuff that I like and want to make for decorations are levels I can't reach yet. So I need to figure that out. Because my levels are really uneven. Like, where do you see your levels? I know you can see them somewhere. Oh, here we go. Gardening 50, fishing 30, mining 46, archaeology, I think that is. 33? Crafting is 13. Oh my gosh. Fighting is 26. So, like, some of them are just really off balance. I don't know why, but I love this guy so much. He's like my favorite like coloration we've gotten so far. I was watching Lily play the other day though, and they have like a teal duck. Oh, so cute. I want that one. Everybody's been taken care of. Yeah, I was thinking of just making a bunch of fencing to then like store for later. Is my game stuttering? I feel like my eyeballs were... Alright, it's fine. Maybe it's because I work at a forge all day, but I like hot drinks year-round, even in the height of summer. I'm the opposite. You haven't lived until you've put farm fresh cream in a steaming cup of coffee. It is heavenly. Iced coffee's where it at. I don't care about the season. Me too, Reese, me too. I don't want to influence you too much, but if you haven't decided on what to get from Darcy, I humbly recommend the mocha. Cute. The seasonal variants, and I'm obsessed with them. Wait, seasonal variants for what? In my other save, I got animals really early so I can crush Henrietta. Not the Henrietta. Oh, Darcy, my beloved. I wish I could romance her so badly. I think there are fields of mistria mods. Has anyone made a mod yet where you can romance people who are not romanceable? I need to get on that if that's the case. Sorry, Valen. I'll break up with you because you're always telling me to be healthy. And because I love Darcy. Settling in all right, B? I was new to Mystria once too. Don't be shy if you need someone to show you the ropes. What color would a queen dye her hair? No, really, I need to know. When I was younger, when I was a younger thing, I used to keep my hair real short. It's been nice to grow it out and have Vera fuss over it. I wonder if Adeline and Island would ever go through with dyeing their hair something outlandish. They talk about it, but they always kept it a natural pink. They should live a little. The irony of a natural pink. My nephew Reese was talking about dyeing his hair blue. Might be a good look on him. Oh, Reese would look good with blue hair. It'd be cute. Some handsome bookshelves for sale. I've never heard of someone refer to furniture as handsome. I do need an easy place to store all of our accounting. I'm dying to know Mary's sources. Some of the furniture she digs up and restores, well, I've never seen anything like it. Maybe I should get another shelf. I've got some more crystals I want to display. Valen called it a throne the other day, and can you imagine if I had a throne, it wouldn't be so understated. Did Juniper get her throne of a chair from Mary's shop? It suits her. Hemlock's so handsome, isn't he? We've been together for ages, but he's aged like fine wine. Cute. A twinkle in your eye and I support you. Thank you. I wish I liked any of the stuff that I feel like she doesn't bring new stuff because I don't buy stuff. But I kind of don't like a lot of the stuff that she has when you first start. This is where I'm like, this is actually really cute, but do I just buy things so that she'll bring new things and then like sell them if I don't like them? My monitor keeps going black today, and I'm like, why is it doing that? I'll have to have Toasty take a look at the cord and make sure it's fully plugged in. Break out the sweater vest! Real Holt. I do love your sweater vest. Yeah, the writing in this game is really good. My only feedback is that they talk about the items you donate to the museum a little too much for me. Especially the later you get in the game. Some new sashes in stock. I love a good sash, don't you? Right, we have checked out all the shops. We have turned in our rice ball. I think it is now river fishing time. Oh, we were also going to make some iron bars to make another chest. I think I have the iron for it. Lying about sashes, I know, there's not even any sashes for sale. Like, what the heck, you? Sorry. I realize y'all are probably like, why did we just stop? It's because I was crunchy. I forget sometimes. I'm still getting used to the PNG tuber life where y'all can't just see what I'm doing. I think that when I get a VTuber and my model moves as I move, it'll make more sense. Ooh, that looks like a cool fish. A razorback. Not what I'm looking for, but he sounds fancy. Goby! Yay, that was one of the ones we needed. Yay! Okay, now I think we just need a frog. I'd have to double check. Because we need the mullet too, but that's an ocean fish. We need the freshwater oyster, which is diving in the rivers. And then frog was... Frog is pond. Okay. Frog is pond. So let's see if there are any river diving spots. And then we could also do some pond fishing for a frog. Should be careful picking up too many things. I'm not going to be able to carry it all. I wonder if they'll ever add like a backpack or something for storage expansion. I don't think the storage in this game is bad. I've definitely had games where it feels even tighter than this one, but I do find myself filling my pockets quite a bit. I'd like to spend some time in the mines today at some point too. I don't really have any like quests that require me to go in the mines, so that's why I really haven't been in there much, but I enjoy it in there, and I definitely have some more levels I could do just for funsies. Let's see if I can close any tabs. I kind of have everything. I mean, I can close Discord, I suppose. I feel like my computer is being a little... just a smidge suspicious today. And I'm like, if I can do anything to help him be less suspicious, that would be good. Yeah, a backpack expansion would be pretty chef's kiss, I will say. Or like something I could pay for that would let me drop... Oh, sorry, I didn't think he was gonna react to that one. Something I could pay for where I could like send things home to my chests would also work. If adding a whole... But I feel like adding a line of storage would not be very hard in this game because they have the ABC and there's like so much more room up there for the potential to add more. My game is definitely stuttering a little bit on my end. I don't think it's showing up for y'all, which is nice. But I have heard there's been more crashes since the last update, so I'm hoping that that is not something we have to deal with. Fingers crossed. A saddlebag for mounts would be a very cute way to add. Alright, my pockets are full, so let's head home. Actually, while I'm over here, let me look at some of this stuff and see. Can you, like, save from here? I don't think so. I think only at home. Okay. I know. Home upgrades. Oh, that's expensive. Okay. Farm expansion. Oh my gosh. Oh god. That's hard. 40,000. 40,000 Tessaway. I just finally got a kitchen. I have the level 2 kitchen. So. I want a big coop. Or do I want a medium coop? How many is in... How many can go in a medium versus small versus small? No, medium barn. What's this? Yeah. No. Get me out of your AI, Blugna. No. Okay, right now I have small coop and small barn. Medium. Yeah, we could do medium. Unless, because right now we have chickens. Right now I have ducks. I really wish I need to do some rearranging of my animals. I think I want to put my ducks and my chickens together. And I want to put my capybaras and bunnies together, I think. And then, so maybe I want to put, so I need a large barn and a large, because then I can put the cows and the horses together. Eventually I'll get one for each, but okay. So we don't have the money for that by any means. We don't even have the money for one. I don't think. Large barn. Is there not a large coop? Oh, there is. So we could get that. It's like all of our doll hairs, but me doing this while I have no inventory space. Okay, I'll drink my coffee. I don't think I have the wood for this anyway, but I could, if I can throw something like you. No. I can smack trees on my way with my leftover energy. Is that not the right tool? Oh, there we go. I was shaking the tree instead of smacking it. Sorry if y'all can hear my aggressive clicking of my Xbox controller. Thank you, Herbivore. Thank you. I'm hoping that tonight I can mess with my Sims so that we can play some Sims tomorrow. But I just don't know if the modders will have, because, like, honestly, the So many mods broke last night compared to normal. I feel like with normal updates, I have maybe like 3 or 4 mods that need updating. I think like everything needs updating now. So I'll have to see where the modders are at tonight. I haven't opened my game. I've been too scared. I actually haven't even updated it yet. I'm like, I watched Little Simsy's harrowing experience with the pack disabler, which basically like deleted all of her packs in game for like 2 hours yesterday, and she had to work with EA to get it back. Like, I don't think I'm going to touch the pack disabler regardless, but I'm definitely not going to until I get confirmation that it has been fixed, because I do be scared now. Ooh, I'm gonna run out of time. I don't want all the animals to be mad though, but I also don't want to pass out. Ah. Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? The whole pack disabler broke a bunch of people's games. Yeah, even people who typically a lot of times people will say, oh, The Sims is broken, The Sims is broken when a new pack comes out or a new update comes out. And it's like, okay, The Sims is not broken. Your mods are broken. And I think that is an important difference to make clear to people so they're not like scared of their game. But yesterday it did seem like the actual game was breaking for people with that mod, with that pack disabler, because even people who played vanilla were having trouble with it. I mean, obviously also there's like in-game vanilla bugs too. So hey B, do you have a minute? I wanted to tell you that the Harvest Festival is coming up. There's going to be all sorts of fun things to do. There will be a big community feast for everyone to enjoy. Hayden will have a pumpkin patch set up. Cute. And there will even be a dance if there's anyone you want to ask. But as you can imagine, there's a lot to do in preparation. How can I help? Oh, well, the Harvest Festival is held at this time of year because it coincides with the queenberry harvest. I'm not surprised you haven't heard of them. They only grow wild in Mistria and only for a short time, and then they just up and disappear like the breath of spring. It's like magic, but they're really tasty, and all the desserts for the festival are traditionally made using them. If you could help to collect some queenberries over the next few days, that would be a huge help. There will even be prizes for whoever collects the most. Thanks, Bee. With your help, I know this will be the best harvest festival yet. Cute. And the last few have been the first patches in a while that the game itself has been busted. Usually it is mods and then some quirks. I think they're referring to the fact that the pregnancy was broken when enchanted by nature. Yep. I was sitting around like mods have been busted. Let me disable them and play vanilla. Meanwhile, the Sims team's like, what if we make the whole game as unplayable as possible? Yeah, like, just for an interlude here, like, I am generally someone who tries to keep a pretty positive mind about the game if it's, it's a special interest of mine and it's my favorite game to play. But I will say it is getting to a point where it is frustrating even for me to even be able to play. And I'm sure that like a lot of you are in a similar spot right now where it's like I talked about this in the Discord, but they've been adding some more advanced features since recently I would say starting around growing together, they started to try to add to the actual gameplay function between Sims. So growing together was supposed to add to family interactions. I think that one went pretty well in terms of I do enjoy the family dynamics, like being close or being jokesters or being like, that one works pretty good, but they took that and ran with it for the next couple of packs, and I feel like they went a little bit downhill. Love Struck in particular, it seemed like they were really trying to add to romance in the game, and I love that conceptually, but in practice, it has made making relationships in games in game really difficult and not as fun. I'm finding it's very hard to find a sim who shares my sim's same preferences for romance versus, and sometimes you don't know the sim if they like romance unless you like cheat and look or work really hard to learn it through very certain interactions that you have to know. And so it's kind of like, so often I'm finding that like my sim is like not interested in like anybody or they're not interested in me. Or, hi Penguin, welcome in. Sorry for the brief complaining interlude, but I needed to talk about this honestly. And if it's not that they aren't attracted to each other, if I have success between two sims, I'll get them all the way romanced to each other. They'll be married, they'll have kids, they'll live together. And the game is like still trying to be like, oh, I learned new information about you, and actually, I don't find you attractive anymore. And I'm like, bruh. And it's not, in theory, that could be good in a storytelling sense of like, oh, wow, like, um, maybe they haven't been romantic with each other in a while, like maybe they got into a slump, and but it's not like that. It's more like, oh, my sim learned a new tiny piece of information about this other sim, maybe a trait they didn't know or an interest or something like that, and now they're like, oh, I don't like this person. I'm like, you're married to that person. What do you mean? Or I had a couple that was perfectly happy. It was two teens that were dating each other. They were perfectly happy. Nothing happened. And then all of a sudden, he was just like, I'm very unsatisfied in our relationship. And I couldn't get him to tell me why. So I didn't know how to fix it. And I'm like, what? I mean, this is not fun. He's mad at her all the time and she didn't do anything. So I don't know. I just feel like I'm kind of like, the relationship decay is also bad where like I feel like I have to constantly talk to the other sim for them to like stay happy as well. Like I feel like I'm fighting the game systems rather than them helping me enjoy playing. And that's like not how it's supposed to be. And then, excuse me, they added life and death, and all of these used the same systems. And I liked that they were building on the systems instead of creating 17 new ones. But the life and death is not as bad as Love Struck, but it does have its flaws too because my Sims are now grieving every time a Sim dies in game, even if it's a Sim they hardly knew. I will have a Sim who says they have the grieving trait or whatever, the different grieving thingies, and it'll say like they're going to be sad for 8 days over a Sim they had like a 25% friendship with. Huh? Why? And then Kat had to teach me that it's actually way more effective to do like wellness and fitness and stuff like that than it is to. They added counseling, grief counseling. You would think that'd be the most effective way to work on your grief if you're going to add grief counseling to the game, but it hardly ever works. A lot of times my person comes back and they're like, that didn't make me feel any better. I'm like, what? Even the couples counseling is super hard to use. You have to go once a week in game week, so it takes forever. Like, all of these concepts are so cool. And it kind of like makes me really sad that they're so cool, but they're implemented so poorly. It's like, I want them to understand that the concepts they're bringing to the game are honestly really rad, but they're just not executing them correctly. And then they're putting out surveys being like, well, what's making you not want to play? And I'm like, some people are saying it's because the game is boring. I don't think the game is boring. I think when people say The Sims is boring, it's kind of because they don't play with a lot of the features, because I'm constantly finding features in that game I've never even tried before. I don't think it's boring. I think it's borked. It is like it doesn't work. It's broken, and not just mods, but also like the fundamental functions of the game don't work. And that makes it really hard to play. Infants have been broken since conception. No pun intended. And they still don't function, and they've never fixed it. You can't see me, but I'm making faces. You know the little white monkey meme where he puts his hands out and he goes side to side and he's like, why? Why? That's how I feel. Hi, Desi. I couldn't agree with you more. Sadly, haven't touched The Sims in quite some time, so I feel like I'm battling a lot of the newer features. Yeah. Yeah, and it's sad because I saw someone make a TikTok and I was like, you are so on the money right now, where he basically said that the Sims team is lacking an understanding of optics and lacking, they're not really reading the room. Let's say that. They're not reading the room when it comes to how the player base is feeling, because the pack disabler feature, let's say if it wasn't broken. Okay, we'll start there. If it wasn't broken, is a potentially useful, cool feature. It has benefits such as if you want to do a base game only build or a base game and only this pack build, it makes that easier. If you want to have saves with no occults or saves with only occults, like the concept, cool. The timing is terrible. The timing, unfortunately, aligning with the game being so broken to the point where so many people aren't playing, is making it come across as, well, if your game is broken, just don't play with all the packs. And I don't think that's what they meant. I really don't. But can you understand that, like, given when you dropped it, given that you dropped it right after For Rent started corrupting people's saves from having too much in the game, that it's very much giving The Sims 3 pack disabler, where it was like, sorry, like, actually, you can't play with all the packs that you bought. Like, the optics of that is really bad. Really bad. It's not good timing at all for you to drop that feature. Even though I do think objectively, taking it out of context, the feature could be cool and useful. It would also have to not be broken, so that's like a whole other thing, but like. Ugh. You've been enjoying The Sims 2 again. That's always been my favorite of the franchise. It's a good one. Sims 2 has a lot of fun sass and playfulness that I like. Yes, if I paid, which I did not because at a certain point I started getting gifted the packs, but I did pay for quite a few before that. But if a player has paid over $1,000, also hi classic, welcome in, how are you? For a game, they should be able to play it with all of the packs that they've paid for. And it should not be a problem. Especially if it's not a computer-based problem, but a game-based problem. I think from my research, and again, I'm not a game dev, so grain of salt. I think the conversation that they don't want to have is that For Rent did not cause the save corruptions. The save corruptions are coming from a problem with basically the game itself, the base game, that it can no longer handle. Like, can't really handle legacy gameplay, essentially. Gameplay where you have many families and many houses with a lot of items. And the reason that for rent people seem to feel like, oh my gosh, there's so many more corruptions than normal, and that the corruptions were pointed out, is because the nature of the apartment system means you have a bunch more lots, a lot more loading screens, a lot more items. So the more of those you add to your game, the more likely your game is going to corrupt. So people were like, oh, it's for rent. But a lot of people have pointed out that they had similar corruptions and similar items deleting and Sims starting to delete before for rent ever existed. It just escalated the problem. It makes me mad. Why are you adding all these random features and menus when they are going to be broken on launch? And also, what about the old things that have been broken since 2014? In 2014, I was a child. If I had time to become an adult, why haven't they done anything? That's so real. I'd rather wait and pay for it to work. This game isn't cheap. It's probably one of the most expensive games out right now, and the fact that it's so broken is ridiculous at this point. As a simmer for over 20 years, it's heartbreaking seeing how bad it's gotten. I just think that if you're refusing to put out The Sims 5, then you have to fix The Sims 4. If you're gonna keep pushing that The Sims 4 is still a viable option for play, then you have to fix it. Or you have to stop being like, oh, well, it's in the best interest of the players not to release The Sims 5. It's not if I can't play The Sims 4. And as someone whose main gameplay style is legacy style gameplay, like, it's making it not fun. Oh, can someone tell Toasty that it's fine? I'm just complaining about The Sims being broken. And I didn't want to interrupt our Fields of Mistria gameplay to do it. I think Umbella has a video on it somewhere. One of her history of The Sims 4 talks about this in great detail. I'll see if I can find it and share it in the Discord later. Because it was really interesting. It was something I already knew and something I've talked about, but she just explains it really well. Unfortunately, the base game was broken essentially when the game came out. Because originally they designed The Sims 4 to be an online multiplayer game. And that information got leaked to the community. And the community was like, we absolutely do not want that. We want a traditional Sims game because we like to play our Sims by ourselves. We are not an online MMO type of community. So when they got such intense pushback, they were like, oh no, we gotta course correct. But instead of rebuilding it, they kind of just corrected it a little bit and threw it out there. And it was very rushed. The maps were not colored. You didn't have toddlers. The babies aged up from literal babies to children. Like, it was missing a bunch of key features. There was no pools. Like, it was broken in the beginning. And now I believe, this is my personal opinion, I know I'm an EA creator. That doesn't mean I have any more knowledge or sway than anybody else. So I want to make it very clear. I do not have proof of this, but I think they have been building upon spaghetti code from the very beginning. And now that we're 50 plus packs in, it doesn't work. And every time they add more, they break it more, but they can't. What you can't build on a stable house on cracked foundation is a great way to describe it, Dancer. And it's going to be much harder to dismantle all the blocks at which the point they have to do because the foundation is holding them on by a bent piece of rebar and a dream. Yeah. Yeah. 2010 online fad of online multiplayers messed up so many game developments. I never forget what they did to Dragon Age. And listen, MMOs have a point. I love that cozy MMOs are coming back into they're kind of coming into play right now with like Palia obviously has its problems too, but like it's still really cool to see as a concept. Loftia, I backed Loftia. I'm really excited to play a Loftia. But don't turn a game that's not an MMO into an MMO. I did see that little soup. Congratulations. Very exciting. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for the tier 3. Little soup. Tier 3, that's too much. That's so kind of you. What the hell, you? For 54 months. And you still got your first badge. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you enjoy your B motes and your B badge and your ad previewing for another heckin' month. Let me hydrate. We got a sip, sip, save reminder. I don't need to save this game, but MMOs have a place. But my Sims games, like my fanfic history, is between me and my maker. Real as hell. 50 plus packs is wild as well. Let's please move on to the Sims 5. My perfect Sims 5s would be the sass and the gameplay of Sims 2. Instead of open world, I'd be content with open neighborhoods and the aesthetics and the build mode of Sims 4. I agree. Honestly, I feel like the majority of the Sims community, although you have outliers, would agree with that layout as a really great start for the Sims 5. This give me the sass and maturity and the adultness of the Sims 2, because the Sims 2 definitely felt like it was more made for at least like teenage level and young adults. And then give me the modern day graphics of the Sims 4. I think open neighborhoods are great. I find it very silly when I have to do a loading screen when I literally walked between two buildings. I can see the building in my game, but I have to do a loading screen to get into it. Huh. But I understand that open world's very hard to manage, and I personally don't want that to slow down the way the game plays and quality of it. I don't really care about cars other than the aesthetic of them. I think it would be very difficult graphically to keep players who don't play on high-end machines, which I know is something they've tried to do historically because, you know, simmers are not always gamers. So I think that's like a really, they fit a really tough spot in the gameplay world where the simmers are not always gamers in the way that they don't always have big gaming PCs because they only play The Sims. So I see why they try to make it accessible for like laptops and stuff, but I think it does make it difficult for them to get the game to its full potential. But one thing from The Sims 3 that I do think would be tough graphically, but I would love to see would be color wheel spinners again. Or bare minimum, a strong improvement on the swatch process from the very beginning of The Sims 5. That would be also really nice. Because the swatches in the beginning of they've gotten better, but the swatches, they never match. And it hurts me. It hurts me personally. Thank you, Kat. I didn't get to see the message, but I appreciate you. 39K, and no one else will read it but me, but it's necessary for my mental health. Yes, as it should. So juvenile and compared to previous adaptations. I feel like it's gotten a bit better as time has gone on, but it definitely started that way for sure. Hi Elise, welcome in. Hi Nintendo. Hello friends, how are you? We could make local cash lots in neighborhoods when they load to make it seem open world, but you know, logic. I'll die mad about the swatches. And also my other, okay, here's another, I swear I'm not going to go on about The Sims forever and ever, but I've been having big feelings lately, and I feel like a lot of you all have too, so I think it's okay. Another big thing for me is they need to stop having separate teams make different packs. Or there needs to be much stronger regulations on what the expectations for quality are between across the different teams. Because to me, it is incredibly obvious that different teams make different packs. And that is why the quality of the packs are very different. And that's really annoying because sometimes a pack that I really am excited about clearly goes to one of the rougher teams. And then sometimes I'm like very happily surprised by certain packs because they're obviously given to the really talented teams. But it has created such a weird dynamic where the literal quality of the items, like the build textures, the cast textures, are different in different packs that were released within months of each other. It doesn't make sense. Like, life and death? Life and death. World? Stunning. Detailed. Complex. Build mode items? Stunning. Textures? Great. Amazing. Incredible. What's another one that was really good recently? I know there's been a couple that have had really, really high quality textures and items. And then Enchanted by Nature came out, and the world is beautiful. I think the build items are good. But what the hell happened to the cast? Like, I don't know if it's just me. I know that there were a couple really, really nice items in there. But I felt like the cast in Enchanted by Nature, the quality went back to like cats and dogs level quality.
Macaroni says,
It's
"Howdy there."
like, why did we go back like 5 years in quality? What's going on? So like, there's definitely a problem. Even the, and thank you for the follow, friend. Even the when we got the random stuff pack after not getting a stuff pack for ages, and it was from the European team, and that pack was honestly so good. 10 out of 10 S plus. Done phenomenally. We haven't seen another pack from them since then. Or they're working on packs and we don't know it, but like, we haven't had another stuff pack since then. What was the big announcement that stuff packs were back? What? Huh? Like, it's all just so random and disorganized and just truly a mess. And it's very frustrating because some packs are amazing and then other packs are awful. And you're just like, where's the consistency? You know, I don't know. Hopefully EA is not listening to me today because today they're getting everything is broken, so you're getting the top level tier sass today. I think, and it'll never happen, probably. But my hot take, and then I'll go back to Fields of Mystery, I promise, is that EA should sell The Sims. I don't think they'll do it. I think it's a big moneymaker for them. Think about how expensive the packs are and how many people are dedicated buyers. But I don't think EA likes making The Sims. as a company. When you look at all of the other games that EA runs, they're very, very different from The Sims. And I think that The Sims would highly benefit from being sold to a developer who is more trained on specifically cozy type games, lifestyle type games, because the Sims audience is such a different audience from any of the other games that they promote and sell. And I think they struggle to understand their Sims audience and meet them where they're at, partially because of that. Hi, Slayla. Welcome in. How are you, friend? It's more understandable when it's old packs when the game started versus the ones releasing now, but it would be nice if they upped the standard and fixed the old ones. I agree. Let Maxis do their own thing. Yeah. Yeah, and I want to say, because I think sometimes complaining can come across the wrong way. I complain because I love the game, because I want to see it be better, not to tear it down. And I also know that there are folks on the team who really, like individual folks who really, really care about the quality, who really, really care about the game players, who really care about representation. And I see you and I know that you're there, and I don't want any of my complaints to necessarily come across as thinking that nobody cares within the team, because I don't think that's the case at all. But I do think if you pull back and look at the bigger picture, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So, and I'm not usually a complainer, but I've been feeling it recently. License out the property and retain copyright and like title revenue. Let someone else make it, get some money. I think it would be very expensive if they sold it. Yeah, I wish they would do that too, Desi. Honestly. But who knows? I mean, they are asking for feedback, so all we can hope is that if we're loud enough with our feedback, that they'll listen to it to some degree. I wish they were more on social media and stuff, because I see a lot of simmers like making TikToks and stuff about how they're feeling about it all, and nobody really sees it, I don't think. Every single DLC, I want a new game and not an overbloating game I've loved for over a decade. No one's really happy with The Sims 4 at the moment, creators or consumers. Nope. No. I would not mind a new game. I don't understand. I don't know if it's probably just cheaper for them. I'm assuming. I don't buy that it's really for us that they're not making a Sims 5. I think they're afraid of the negative feedback they might get from a chunk of the community who might say, like, what do you mean you're building a Sims 5? What about the Sims 4 I paid $1 bazillion for? But it's like, I would still prefer that over a broken game. I really would. I have like a small, tiny part of my brain that's hoping they are secretly working on a Sims 5 and they're just not telling us about it because they don't want all the feedback, pushback, etc. that they know that they would get about all the details of it. But they have actively said they're not doing that, so that would be, I don't know. I think somebody would leak it, unfortunately, if that was the case. Reminder to sit normally. Exclamation point, Alyssa. I have somehow migrated to sitting on the armrest and having my feet on the seat. Y'all, if you're bisexual sitting, make sure you switch knees. At least give yourself a little stretch, a little wiggle. It's okay if you sit weird, but make sure that you're checking with your body as if your body is okay with how you're sitting. I get it. I'm not judging. Every adaptation previously lasted 5 to 10 years and they moved to the next version. I know. I don't know why now it's like You can't do it that way. What? You've always done it that way. Do your animals eat your plants? Are they eating my plants right now? They look like they're eating my plants, and that's kind of concerning. SOS? I didn't know they ate my plants. They eat the crops? Oh no. Why have I never noticed this before? So do you have to like fence them in? Oh, if there's not enough grass. Okay. I've been having a really hard time keeping the grass. Is there like grass starter I can buy or something? Like I just don't have enough food for them. I've been struggling to keep enough food for the animals. I'm very excited about Paralives. I have always loved The Sims for like a decade now, so I'm really not sure how much it's going to take over my life, how much I'm going to hyperfixate, but I can imagine pretty strong, to be honest. Can fence them in if you gotta. I don't really want a full fencing. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way. So maybe I'll have to work on feeding them better. It takes forever. I've been hand feeding all the animals by hand, then letting them out in the morning, which isn't the best answer, but it builds your friendship. Sod you buy from the carpenter. Have you... No, I don't support Inzoi because of their AI usage. Not a big fan. They have generative AI in their game. I also, even if they didn't, which that is my main reason for not playing, but I also don't think I would play anyway because I don't like the graphics of it. And I've heard that the gameplay is pretty hollow as well. From folks who have played. Oh, I need 4. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Paralives I'm excited for because I feel like the dev team seems to have a really good head on their shoulders. They're listening to their player base already, but they're listening to their player base about feedback, about important things, but they are not kowtowing to the players in terms of they're not rushing when people are like, oh, when is it going to be out? When is it going to be out? Like, they have said over and over again that their main priority is making sure the quality is there before putting it out. And that means so much to me, kind of based off of what we were talking about earlier. How do I get this to go where I want it to go? Oh, maybe I can't because it's too close to the water. Okay, I'm gonna have to move these all around at some point, but that's kind of a pain to do in this game, so. How do I set this chest down? I don't want to open that chest. I want to set this chest down. Hello? Why are they making it so hard? Oh, maybe I can't because then I couldn't access. I see. I wouldn't be able to access. I see. I understand what's happening now. I'll make another, like, set over here, I think. I want it to line up. There we go. I wish they would add, like, the ability to connect 2 different chests in this game. It's like now I have 2 fishing chests, and it's going to be hard to know if I have duplicates of fish between the 2 different sets, if that makes sense. Yeah. Learned about the AI, didn't look very diverse. Yeah, I had heard it wasn't the best with the diversity with that as well. With like plus size Zoys and there was something weird with like same-sex marriage or something. But I heard that all very word of mouth, so grain of salt. Since it was first announced early on. They said they wanted the feels of The Sims 2, and since that's my favorite version of The Sims, I'm excited. Also, the fact that it's an indie game with devs passionate about their game makes it more exciting. And they've been really good about their culture so far when it comes to things like making their like early access is going to be for everybody, which I really like. They didn't give anyone like special treatment, and they've been very transparent about what will and won't be included in base game, but they've been pretty thorough with what they do want to be included in base game. And I believe they've said that there's not going to be like paid DLC, but I could be wrong about that part. I'm not sure how. Excuse me. I'm nervous about how they're going to continue to make money. That's my only thing that I hope they're able to navigate okay. Is they have to find a way to continue to make money. And if they're not doing paid DLC, which I love, and obviously is a big problem for The Sims, so like I'm glad they're working on that. How are they gonna, I don't know, how are they gonna keep making money? They have the Patreon, but are people gonna continue to stay? Are enough people gonna continue to stay on the Patreon once the game is out? I don't know. These are my thoughts. I wonder what their plan is for that. Yeah, Stardew did it. That's true. They made enough just off of pure sales. But then Stardew was like one guy, whereas this is a team. It's not a huge team, but it is a team. Okay, I've never used daycare before. Let me see if I can figure this out. I think these are the babies I need to put in daycare so that I can move this small coop. Let's try that. I'm not 100% sure, Puppo. I'm assuming they're not planning to have any because I think it'd be a bit risky to say that and then actually wind up having some kind of paid DLC. So how do I move this building? It has nobody in it. Is it remove? Remove. Okay. I see. And then this is the... Make sure that I'm putting the right one down. This is the large blueprint. Okay. So when I removed that, did I delete it or did I put it in my inventory? Even if it wasn't disingenuous, because it could be like a language thing, right? Sometimes developers use language and then the average player doesn't understand. I think it would just be risky. What is that cool purple Oh, it's from the... Okay, never mind. It's the berries she just told me about that I was trying to help with. Nope. Go over there. It's the special berry. Alright. I just want to make sure I'm putting the large one down. And then I have stone. I just need to get it from my inventory. No, I believe you're correct that pets was not an included feature in early access, but a bunch of other really cool stuff is. So I can wait on pets. I bet they just want to do a good job with them, which could take a lot of animation and time. I don't necessarily feel like pets needs to be right away at the beginning. I'm okay with that. I would love to. I've been meaning for forever to go subscribe to their Patreon. I have to see if there's a. Would love if there's like a under $5 option. I don't even necessarily. I mean, I would love to have a say in things, but if I don't have the funds for that, then fine. I just would love to. I would love to be more up to date on more recent updates by being in there. Okay. Okay. Wait, while I'm here, I should probably buy some of the cookies. So I need 4 chicken. And then I don't remember how many ducks I have right now. Let me check that first. Oh, do I have no... Of course I have no inventory space. Whoopsie. Yuck, I'll leave that there. How many duckies do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have room for 1 more ducky. Not ideal, but we'll work with it for now. So we'll get some ducky cookies. And then any cute the duck bow. I don't know if I have that one already. Let me see. I don't. I actually have 2 duck ones, so that's not what I wanted. I'll get the duck bow and the duck bow tie. Is this what I should be spending my money on right now, chat room? Certainly not, but hi, Trifle. It's going good. How are you? Simply could not be me. If it makes you feel any better, my partner has all of their animals named based off of like one animal category is different names for boobs, different animal category is different name for butts, one is dances, one is drinks, one is drugs. They have really funny names like yours. Like they're always asking me for new names. They have, like, for example, in the boobs category, they have like a chicken name like tatas, bazongas, titty, like. So I get you. I get you. Let's see. I need to do some inventory maintenance. Let's send everybody inside. My inventory is a little bit of a mess right now. My game is giving me the dizzies today, which like never happens. Blacksmithing buddies, are you busy? March and I sure are. We can hardly keep up with all of our work. March told me your blacksmithing has been improving and that I shouldn't tell you he said that. But what I think he meant to say was, I sure hope B can help us out. Oh, okay. Your sunflower shipment was lovely to see. Did you know that you can roast their seeds to make a tasty snack? Yum. I actually do like sunflower seeds. I haven't had them in forever though. I have chickens IRL, and I always said if I get a rooster, I want to name him. I have 6 roosters and none have that name. I'm disappointed in myself. I actually can't see the name because my Twitch started out, but whatever it is, I respect it. Okay, I think some of this stuff needs to go into... Twitch said you can have star 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 X, and I was like, I don't know. That could be so many things. Where's my bow tie? Did I not pick up my bow tie? I think I left my bow tie in Hayden's shop on accident. R.I.P. It could also be a name for an appendage. Not the appendage. We're gonna have an ad coming up here soon, chat room, and I should take a wee break, probably, at that point.
Figuroni says, howdy there.
I believe in you, item. You can get on here. Can it only go that way? Can I not rotate it? Oh, I can put one on there. That's kind of cute. Can't put items on the fireplace. Tragique. It could use a better spot, but I'm just gonna put it there for now. Just for now. Okay, and then you can move animals between barns, right? I feel like that's a thing. Do you know how to move them? Oh yes, this is what I want. Okay. Perfect. Oh, that's apple. I want to get all the ducks over. Give my coops names so this is easier. Oopsie. Peckers is already there. Oh, I think Loaf was already there too, actually. Oopsie. Hoppy. Luna. Butter. Okay, there we go. Now everyone's where they should be, I think. Thank you for the follow, by the way, friend. We keep our followers anonymous, but welcome one in. Yay, they're all together and they have friends. And now this should have just our bun buns. Yeah. It's okay, we'll get more bun buns and then we'll get some capybara friends. Cute. So who do I want to romance with whom? We need to make one more duck. So probably Butter, because she's tier 2. I don't think I have any other tier 2 ducks. So I just need a boy duck. Do I have... Well, Winkle's tier 2, but they're both girls, unfortunately for me. So it'll be Apple and Butter. Apple Butter. Cute. So Apple and Butter. Wait, I just looked at it, but I already feel like I forgot who it looked like. So the gray with the little red stripe, and then our brown boy. Getting distracted. I should be on break. Hold on. Sorry, hold on. You. Yes. And you. No, you're a chicken. You. Perfect. Okay, and then with our chickens... Alright, I'll do the chickens after. I need to be good. Okay. Burb chat room. I'm going to clean up my desk a little bit and stretch and also give my throat a break because I haven't talked this long in a week. Okay, so Burb, enjoy your break. Stretch, take your meds, hydrate, all the good things. I'll talk to you soon. GG's, y'all. That was a weird one. I kept thinking of D words. Like daily. I was like, heck, there's no D. Puppo, congratulations on first. Cat, very close in second. Trifle in third. And Slayla, myself, and Desi all on the board. GG's. My brain went burr. Real as heck. Let's see. Okay, so I was gonna breed some chimkins. So for chimkins level, this one's tier 3, so we definitely want him. Loaf is tier 2, so lilac and loaf would be our first best combo. So lilac, yes, and loaf. And we only have 4, so we'll have to see if the loaf has already eaten one. Oh, they're the same gender. Oh no. Okay, wait. Lilac and... because loaf is also a boy. Okay, so lilac and... I think these are both tier 1, so it doesn't matter. So checkers. Yes. And then we'll give Loaf and Luna. Oh yeah, it's 1 a.m. Why can't I see the last chicken? Is it you? Oh, I don't have the right gender, so I'll have to wait. That's fine. My one chicken is going to be very confused as to why he has eaten a breeding snack and he doesn't have a breeding buddy, but it's fine. Oh my god, wait, I do have to see Finn. Also, hi, Emmy, and thank you for the hydrate. Thank you, thank you. Or, Emmy, actually, you have the brain cell. Congratulations. Oh, we're so close to leveling up. So close. I only got 1 berry yesterday, y'all. How do I get the berries? I feel like they're way harder than the spring flowers. Should I smack for wood today? Sometimes that helps. You dropped a berry, thank you. I do want to expand the cows into a bigger barn too. We just don't have the money yet. Ooh, we got some berries from our schmanimals. Oh my gosh, it's so small in here with just the buns. Ew, excuse me. I haven't really gotten any funky colored buns yet. That sounds funny. Sounds like I'm saying funky colored butts. Now that I think about it. Now let's take the food we do have and give it to the animals we can give it to at least. Let's It's not as much as I would like it to be. Okay, we don't quite have 100 of these yet either, so they can be stored. But y'all are making babies over here, so I'll give it to you. Checkers. I would like to exit the premises. Thank you. It's such a funny story to hear Toasty talk about. Toasty has talked a lot about, like, the first few times that we... oh, that was not supposed to go in there. The first few times that we hung out, one of the very, 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 very first times we hung out, we played Mario Kart. And I did not know Toasty was someone who got high. Not that it obviously didn't bother me. But I just hadn't learned that about them yet. Okay, so Toasty was high, and I had offered to play Mario Kart with them. And they said yes, because they like Mario Kart, and they wanted to hang out with me. But they told me they were having such a mental, like, conundrum in their brain because they're very good at Mario Kart. And part of them wanted to... I think I'm gonna go spend some time in the mines. I have no, like, objective reason to, but I'd just like to. They wanted to impress me in a way with their Mario Kart skills, but they also weren't sure if they should let me win sometimes because they were very good at it and I'm very bad at it. And then meanwhile, I'm over here being autistic, not even really thinking about, I'm just like, just playing, having a good time, not thinking about who's winning, don't care, just vibing. True, you can't have too much ore, and I feel like that I might get some berries from smacking stuff in here. So hi Starslin, welcome in. Toast and Callie are very good, yes, and I'm low-key really bad. Not that I mind, but if we're just being honest, I am not good at Mario Kart at all. I'm like okay at Mario Party, but I'm very bad at Mario Kart. I think it's fun, but I am not good at it. Wondering if they'll ask you to marry them, and you're like, I would, but that would take me too many times, so no. Oh. I think at that point, I believe we hadn't even told each other that we had, like, crushes on each other, so for me, I wasn't yet thinking about too much about... Oh, I didn't know they could send bombs at me. That's new. I wasn't yet at the point of thinking about, like, how I was... Oh my god, I'm getting my booty smacked here. How I was being perceived by them as much as just, like, existing at that point in time. I got much shyer once, like, the crush developed and we were, like, open about that to each other. First time gay panic. Yes, precisely. Correct. If it's competitive, I'm likely awful. Real. I was talking to Toasty because they're like the type of gamer who refuses to parry or dodge in games. And I had seen this TikTok that was like that. It's like, who's Penelope? Anyways. Oh my god, I'm gonna die here. Oh my god. Ay. But it was like, the person was like, oh wow, I can't beat this level, this boss battle in my video game. And the suggestion given is like, well, maybe you should try dodging. And the audio is like, so anyways. That's so Toasty coded, they refuse. They say smick smack or nothing. I first gave panic in the Culvers. Culvers! Oh my god, real. So Wisconsin. It's still funny to me that we're from the same area. In that way. Remember from early in your relationships? I was such a little gremlin early in our relationship too, because Toasty kept asking me like the like what is this question, like the what are we doing question. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. That felt pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. And I was like, well, I mean, like, we're having fun and I don't know, so like maybe we can just like keep existing and we don't have to put a label on it. And they're like, yeah, but like what are we doing? And I'm like, we're having a good time. Hi, Soup. I've been playing Return to Moria with the former roomies. I also refused to carry a shield and insisted on using a low level had because they came with the light and I am the dark. And they were like, hey, bud, you want to stand in the back and use a bow? The answer was yes, I was good. I was reminiscing the other day. We've been together for 14 years, thinking back to who we were when we met to who we are now as well. We started off as friends, not looking for a serious relationship, which is hilarious now looking back. Ja. Sometimes it turns out to be something very different than what you expect it to be when you first meet someone. I think Toasty and I's origin story is still so funny to me. They found me through Twitch and oh nice. They were very, very new to Twitch, so they didn't know Twitch etiquette yet. And there was like a sale or something happening on Twitch, or it was like cheaper if you subbed for longer. So the second time that they hung out here on stream, I literally only met them one stream ago. They subbed for 6 months in advance. And so when I very first met them, my one thing about them, I liked them in terms of, not like in a romantic way yet, they were very new to the community. But I liked them because they were very chatty, and I liked like the things they had to say and the thoughts they were bringing to the conversation. But when they subbed for 6 months in advance, I got nervous because I was like, oh, is this like, I don't know, I get nervous when anyone, honestly, I get a little nervous when anyone subs like first stream that they're there. And it's not because they're doing anything wrong. It's actually very sweet. It just gives me a little bit of anxiety. It feels a little unintentionally like pressure because I'm like, what if you don't actually have fun when you come back? What if it was like a one-time thing? And that's just my anxiety talk. But I was nervous like that it was gonna be like a parasocial problem because they were chatting so much and they were new and they subbed for 6 months in advance. And meanwhile, Toasty just doesn't know Twitch etiquette and was like, oh, well, it's cheaper. And I really like this person and their values, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna come back. So like, it's chill, right? Which it turned out to be fine, but it's just funny looking back at it. I was like, is this person gonna be weird? And the answer was yes, but not in the way that I thought. In a very fun, weird way. In the same ways that I'm weird. Ooh, we're getting a lot of stuff, y'all, for our museum. This is very exciting. No, I scared away the fish when I came through, though. I have enough iron at this point. I should really update my armor. It'd probably be helpful to me when I'm in the mines. It's a bargain. I will stay. Yep. Yep. All because they came on a Lorf raid, so we always tell Lorf that. Imagine me and Toasty may have never met if it wasn't for you, Lorf. Oh my god, no! I missed him! Oh, these little buggers are hard. I have clearly not done the mines in a while. I used to be much better at these monster mechanics, but swapping back and forth between keyboard and mouse has made me a little rusty on my controls. Oddballs in chat at the time, yeah. Yes, we had quite a few more. Not saying we don't have our gremlins now, but we had a lot more gremlins back then. With more mischievous energy, more toasties. I think our community, by and large, aged up a lot, and I'm not mad about that. In fact, when we go to do our VTuber debut, I'm going to be moving to 18 plus anyway. But we used to have a lot more chaotic youngins, because we're 16 plus right now. We're not gonna make it down, I don't think. Ow, to 50 to unlock the elevator this time, but that's okay. We got a lot of good stuff. I love how many of us came in on raids and then just stayed forever. I mean, since I don't create content a lot on other platforms, a lot of my community members do come from raids. So I'm very grateful in that way for folks who raid me, because I just don't have like a ton of spoons to create content on other platforms. Although, be proud of me, chat room, because I started editing TikToks again. So if you ever have, we're back to it being very, very helpful. If you ever have moments in stream you think would be good for a little TikTok to clip it. Funny Sims story moments, lore moments, things like that. I will give you a kiss on the forehead if you clip them for me. There we go. Compared to how I was prior. People were more feral because we were all stuck inside, true. I had a on this day reminder of when Rad got bored and offed me and Gold. True. Yes, you can do exclamation point clip, which is helpful. You don't have to, I think when you do that too, I don't think it makes you like customize the clip. I think it just captures the next like minute or whatever, or the last like minute. So, and even if your clip is not perfect, it tells me to check out that spot in the VOD. And I can fix it. Aw, wait, that's so sweet of you. Thank you, friend. I am honored. I'm glad that we got to meet. I think we met through Eva, yeah? If I'm remembering correctly. This is new, but I think goes in there. Oh, what did I plan to put in there? I don't even know. I didn't realize I had an empty chest. I just know I was here one day and I liked it. I think it was through Eva. Twitch through someone who promoted on Twitter, very random. I love hearing all the random stories though. You know who has the most random origin story in our stream though? They're not here right now, but I know they wouldn't mind me sharing. It's actually Ripper. So I met Ripper, you will never ever guess, through Facebook. I was in a non-binary community Facebook group looking for more non-binary friends because at the time I lived in Wisconsin and I wasn't totally out yet, and I just wanted more community and friends. And you were allowed to share, like do like self-promotion once a week. And I said, heck it, maybe some other non-binary people during the pandemic, this was during the pandemic as well, might be looking for online community space to hang out. I'm gonna be brave and I'm gonna share that I stream on Twitch and that it is a safe space for other queer and non-binary people if they're looking for a place to hang out. And Ripper saw the post, and the funniest part is actually this was back when there was hosting, and so the hosting feature used to, technically this still is true, if you go to someone's page and they're not live, it will show you the recommended streamers they have, but it used to be the streamer that you were hosting. And so when they got sent to my page, they were new to Twitch, they didn't understand hosting, so they didn't realize it, but they were actually watching my friend Bree, Earth to Bree, and they went in the chat and said like, oh hi, like I found you through the Facebook group and like I wanted to come say hi. And Bree was like, the Facebook group, the non-binary Facebook group, because Bree's not non-binary as far as I know. So she was like, huh? She was like, I mean, you're more than welcome here, but I don't know what you're talking about. So that was the funny origin story. I don't know how they wound up figuring out that that actually wasn't me. And I think it added to the confusion, the fact that her name was Bree and my name was B, and her name is, I believe, spelled B-R-E. So it's actually a pretty similar spelling as well. But they did eventually find their way to my actual channel when I was live at a different point, which was good. But yeah, that's, I think, the most chaotic origin story I can think of someone in chat. You're here from the Mistria category. Love me some cozy Mistria streams. Yay! I'm glad you're enjoying, friend. I like your emotes. I mean, I know they're not like yours specifically, but they're cute. Hope you're enjoying your stay. And if there's anything that I can do to make it more comfy, just let me know. I still to this day don't really understand what the difference between hosting and like the recommended streamer is, besides the fact that the recommended streamer you have to do like in advance essentially, whereas the hosting you could just pick a random person at any time to host. Is that like the only difference, or we should definitely sell these and buy more seats. We have lots of seat spots right now. Lockdown days and all the friends and mutuals who are no longer on the platform. Like, I might be a weirdo, but I think about people yes, no, honestly, I genuinely get really sad when I like become online friends with someone, or become friends with someone online, I guess is more, and they leave the platform and they just like never talk to you again. Like, that happens so much in the streaming space, and I know that it's genuinely usually not with any ill intent. I feel like a lot of times it's like out of sight, out of mind, if that makes sense. But it's sad for me because I am because of the pandemic, like, I'm pretty much a homebody, and I don't feel very comfortable going out in public spaces right now. So I don't leave my house that much, to be honest. And so for me, like, my online friends are genuinely my friends. Like, I have a few in-person friends, a couple of them from college and a couple from like before college, and a few of my online friends who have turned into in-person friends over time as well. But like, if I consider you a good friend, even if we met online, you're still like a good friend to me. Like, even if you stop streaming or you start doing something else, like you're not online as much. So for me, it makes me really sad when someone like stops streaming and then they just like stop talking to you, because I'm like, oh, well, I mean, I still considered you a friend. Like, I'm not, for me, it's not about like, how do I don't know, I feel like I'm not wording this good, but for me, it's not like I'm not friends with you because you're a streamer. And a lot of times I don't necessarily think people like that um do it because they don't consider you a friend anymore. I just think that they kind of start moving on with their in-person life stuff. And so they don't really like think about it. But I'm like, well, makes me sad, because then I'm kind of like, it feels like then like the friendship was out of convenience or proximity, like becomes, and I know, like, I don't know, there's a good amount of like, you should try to just be accepting of what friendships are when you have them, and I try, but it's like, I don't know, I get depresso about it because I'm like, oh, well, I wasn't friends with you just because we happened to share space. I was friends with you because I like you. So like, when I don't see you now, I get kind of sad. I can't afford the seeds until tomorrow, probably, when I can sell. So let's start by going to bring the gemstones in and see where we can go from there. I know even I disappeared. My Sims changed, or my life changed dramatically for the better, but some for the better, some not, but I try to check in when I can. Exactly. I don't expect, I don't expect people to continue to like consume, like be friends through Twitch if they're like not on Twitch anymore. Like, I'm happy to meet people where they're at. Like, if they're spending more time on like a different social media platform, then a lot of times I will try to engage with them there more. Like, if they start making TikTok content, or if they're posting more on Instagram, or if they're none of those places, but they are for my pets. That's cute. Or if they're none of those places, but like I have their phone number. Like, I have friends who really don't hang out on the Twitch verse anymore at all, or really any social media, and I'm happy to just text or call. Like, if you don't like social media anymore, it's not serving you anymore. I think that's very fair. I'd just like to be told where I can stay in touch. Oh, it's actually kind of late to go to the mines. Maybe we'll go check out the little architecture holes over here. Yeah. Out in the wild, cute stingray. B would love that. Yes, me too. Especially the more someone shares about themselves. Sometimes I can't get that close to people in chat because they keep themselves a little more private, which is 100% valid and fine. But for those of you who share like your interests, your hyperfixations with me, that's why like I send even some of you like chat members like TikToks that make me think of you. Like, I really do think of, you know, my friends from online out in the world too. Sometimes certain like things happen to me in my life, and my thoughts are like, oh, I have to tell chat about this. I think that Puppo will think this is funny, or Ripper, or whoever, you know. I'm like, oh, I have to tell them about that type of thing. 100%. glad people take breaks. To be, not that I think anyone was questioning what I was saying, but like, I like that people take breaks, whether it's from Twitch or from the internet as a whole. I think that's really important. I think it's really important. Sometimes we need to lock in on what's happening for us in real life. And sometimes the internet is a lot. Sometimes people act ways on the internet they would never act in person, and that can get very draining. I can even experience that myself, so I'm glad that people step away. I just get sad when they don't come back ever. Even to say hi sometimes, or tell me where I can say hi. I'm like, no. Have you successfully returned? Being 100% transparent. I think I missed somebody else's message too. The DID discovery really did throw me off hardcore this year, but even when I wasn't hanging out and stream as much, I was still thinking about y'all. My fondness doesn't waver, even if I'm not always around in the same capacity. Oh, Cat, I love you so much. That frozen tomato video. I still saw this like ASMR frozen tomato video on my For You page, and I have no idea why it came on my For You page. But Soup was always talking about their fresh garden tomatoes, and I was immediately like, I don't know what it is, but this is the exact kind of weird vibe that I think they would love. So I'm gonna send it to them. Hopefully they don't think it was weird. I get super nervous the first time that I send people something like that. I'm like, I hope they don't think I'm weird, but I think you would like this. Oh, I must be out of inventory space. Awkward. It's okay. We'll fish anyway. And we'll sort it out. Being fully transparent, the longest I've ever taken off of Twitch, I think, is 3 weeks. So I wouldn't necessarily consider that a super long break. Compared to, I know sometimes people take months or even years off of Twitch. But I've seen many of my friends do longer breaks than that. I had a friend, who not really connected anymore, but who used to take every summer off for 3 whole months, sometimes 3.5 months, and would come back and have a lot of success still. I think it's really about not expecting it to be the same as it was. You're not fully starting from scratch, obviously. You'll have some people who will pop by who maybe were regulars before, but you will be, in a way, curating a whole new space at the same time. And trying to have, like, a positive mindset around that, essentially, like, seeing it as an opportunity, I think is really big, of like, okay, I have an opportunity here to adjust anything I didn't really like. People won't have as set expectations for me as I felt like I had before. So it's kind of like, okay, I can do different things and try different things, and I don't have to feel like I'm disappointing maybe anybody. Not that you probably were before, but I understand that sometimes, like, when you have an established community, there is like a little part of your noggin that sometimes is like, oh, well, they expected this from me. And you can kind of eliminate that when you come back after a long break, which is a cool opportunity for your brain to really feel like it has freedom again, to fully try something new or different if you want. You don't have to. You can come back and do the same thing if you were loving it, but just a thought, maybe. And again, not speaking from a lot of personal experience, because I haven't done something after like a bigger break than 3 weeks, but yeah, I guess something to keep in mind. It's just a new season in your show. There was a season gap, and now you're in a new season. Some things will be the same and some things will be different. I don't think it's ever too long. You may find yourself It's really hard to know. You have to go into it with very little expectations because you could find yourself with a lot of returning people and you could find yourself feeling like, oh, it's really late. Oopsie. I might not make it home. And you might find yourself basically streaming to no one from scratch again. And like, I think the big thing is having the self-confidence and strength to be okay with whatever comes out of it. Ooh, oh gosh, my people aren't put away. I need to get that bell where you can put everyone inside, but I don't know how to get that one. This is gonna be dicey, chat room. Go, 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 go. No! Right outside my bed. Right outside my bed. R.I.P. Yeah, but I ultimately don't think... Oh, it's Harvest Festival, nice. That it's ever too late to come back if you have a genuine love and joy for the process of streaming. I hope I didn't miss too much of the Harvest Festival by waking up late. I didn't know it was the Harvest Festival today, or I would have been more cautious. And you know, Jesse, like your first stream back, or even your first couple streams back, if it's something you decide to do, you can talk about that. I don't know if you'll be talking to the same people you were talking to before, but you have a great opportunity for a topic to spend some time on. Is like, I'm a different person now, and to whatever extent you're comfortable explaining how you're different and why you're different, I think returning people will find it really interesting along with new people. Oh, no, you're okay, Desi. It's hard to remember everything in terms of making the mistake that I hadn't taken a longer break. I don't really have the opportunity to take too long of breaks because this is my full-time job. So I do have to be precautious with my job security, so to speak. But I do think it is good to take longer breaks if you're able to. You're heading out, Kat. Take care. Thank you for being here. Lots of love to you. Without being booty up at least once. True. True, true. Honestly, real. Take any queen berries that you collected before I head to the kitchen and start prepping. I got like one on day one, so I definitely don't think I'm gonna win this one, but hopefully I can get like second place or something. I've never done this festival. Okay. I have enough mana to water these the easy way, so that's really nice. And harvest what's ready. That's pretty much it. Okay, perfect. Sell some stuff. Yeah, there's a couple like magic abilities in this game. And one of them is being able to make it rain so you don't have to manually water all of your plants. You have to build up your mana though. Listen, trifle. Actually don't, because I don't have anything to say in defense. So, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Ooh, I hope that there's not too many like really cute things to buy at the festival because I did not save up my money. I don't have much. And you can't really get automatic money in this game. Like there's no like for example in like Animal Crossing you can sell in a way that you'll get the money the next day, but you can also sell like to get the money that day. Can't really do that in this game, unfortunately. It's always the next day that you get the money. Yeah, Toasty and I have been really enjoying it. They've been playing off stream and I've been playing more on stream. I feel like it's been nice for our like non-sim days to have something else to throw into the mix. And they just got up to level 8. Oh, it's so cute. Level 8 for the relationships that you can get up to out of 10 and what was the other? And the town rank, you used to only be able to go up to 60, I think, and now you can go up to 80, so there's been a lot of additions. Welcome, one and all, to the Harvest Festival. Now, before we get to stuffing our faces, woo! All the gathered queen berries have been added up, and we're ready to announce the winners for this year's festival. Hi, Morgan Sub, welcome in. So, without further ado, in third place, Maple. Wait, the dog? No, the girl. Okay, I forgot her name. Cute. How much queenly authority does third place get me? It means you get an extra large slice of pie, my dear. Yay. Cute. And in second place, B. Okay, yeah, I was thinking we might get second place. Wahoo, that's fine. We can aim for first next season. And finally, in first place, Island. Very good. Most excellent Queenberry treats for all. Let's all congratulate our winners without whom this harvest festival wouldn't be possible. Happy Harvest Fest, everyone. Cute. Oh, we get a centerpiece and we get one of the arches. I love that. I wonder what we missed out on by not getting first. Cute. Second place, very commendable, B. Thank you, my beloveds. I'm gonna give you one of these. Oh, I can ask you to dance. Oh, I would love to do. You'd like to dance with me, B? Of course. Should I lead or should you? I hope this doesn't end the festival. I hope I didn't make a mistake there. Oh, is giving Stardew Valley line dance. This is so funny. What kind of dance is this? Oh. That's really understandable, Desi. Thankfully, this one's not super expensive. And I feel like the magic elements adds a lot, but it is pretty farming sim heavy. If anything, I might think that you like Coral Island because it has a more oceany vibe, and the farm is sort of like a side quest to that. But I don't know. Do the hokey pokey and I turn myself around, and that's what it's all about. Yes, that feels very real. A surprise pumpkin. Hold on, I have to see what else I can buy first. Oh, I can grab a plate. Yum. Now, this is what I call a festival. Plenty of free grub and good company. This is so cute. I'm actually obsessed. Do you know that there are some insects that only feed on one kind of plant or fruit? One day, maybe there'll be a special kind of bug that only likes queenberries. Yeah, but then they heckle autistic people who only want to eat one food. Happens in nature too, besties. I spent all of my time gathering queenberries, so now I get a bigger slice of pie, but I could have spent the last couple of days taste testing for Reina and gotten to eat all the pie I wanted. Oh, we did not optimize. That's an idea. Coral Island is another one I've had on my wish list. I used to love farming sim games because I wanted that item. Now I have it, so I may have to try some of my farm type games first before purchasing new ones to see if I still enjoy them. I think that's smart. I think that's wise. Make sure it's not just draining for you. Felicitations, Bee. A little advice from an old trencherman like myself. Pick a spot at the table and don't let anyone budge you. That berry suit Nora is selling sure is snazzy, isn't it? Could just be the thing to wear next time I visit the capital. Cute. Are you planning to ask anyone to dance, Bee? It's a perfect day for it. They did. Thank you, Alotita. How are you? Oh my god, the little frog is so cute. The little hugging frog. No, you're fine, Desi. My opinion on communication is if I can understand you, then you did just fine. And if I don't understand, I will ask for clarification. You're good. Reina has always helped me at the Harvest Festival kitchen from the time she was little, and now I get to help her out. Don't make the same mistake I did and fill up too fast on protein. I gotta talk to Island about his second stomach technique for sweets. It sounds way too powerful. Interesting. Cute. Some rare varieties and colors. I do want to buy a pumpkin, but I don't know if that's where I want to spend my money first. Thank you for picking so many berries. You made my time in the kitchen a lot more fun. Cute. Maybe she's not selling. Maybe she's just cooking. But they said something about someone selling. Oh, she's right here. Okay. I've got lots of treats and goodies to commemorate the day. Just don't take too long making your purchasing decisions. I'm planning to join in on the dancing shortly. Oh, pumpkin pie, apple honey. Ooh, apple honey curry. That sounds amazing, honestly. The dress. Oh, I see. I told you all that I made a mistake not saving money. Look at how cute these are. Alright, well, I have to have the scarecrow, so that really limits me. Means I can't get the cute dress. Painful. Next year. I'll be better. Ugh, I can't believe I didn't save any money. Can ask for thirds and no one bets an eye, or even fourths. Cute. The current run of farming sims Coral Island and Paleo Pines, if we count that, are the ones I feel the least like Harvest Moon, Stardew, Story of Seasons, while still feeling familiar-ish. Yeah, that's Fields of Mistria. Fields of Mistria is very Stardew-esque, but the writing of the characters is really good. So is Stardew's, but they're just very different. And I feel like instead of feeling like a Stardew repeat, it almost feels like a modern day Stardew. Like somebody has successfully what people have been trying to do for ages, and somebody has successfully actually done it where they've made a video game distinct enough that it doesn't feel like a repeat, but similar enough that it is it has all the charm that Stardew had. Not the depth yet because it's new and it's not fully done, but it has all the charm that Stardew has in its own unique way. It also adds the magic element, and Stardew does have some magic in the sense that there are things that don't exist in the real world that exist in Stardew, but not as much literal magic. I guess there's the wizard, so some literal magic, but this is more like magic vibes, and the character art is a little bit more anime, which I also enjoy. Coral Island, on the other hand, I think currently has Fields of Mistria beat in depth. You can get so far in Coral Island right now, even though it is technically still also early access. And there's so much more gameplay in Coral Island than I feel like there usually is in farming sims. Stardew is unique in the fact that it has really in-depth lore and a lot of different things you can do, and you can get really far into each section: the mining, the farming, the fishing. And I think Coral Island is the first game I've seen in a while where it feels like there is as much gameplay in each category as Stardew, whereas a lot of other games, in my opinion, also including Fields of Mistria, the different areas of the game feel more repetitive and you run out of things to do faster if you're a quick game player or a grinder. It's hard to run out of things to do in Coral Island in the way that it's hard to run out of things to do in Stardew, because they go so far on each category and what you can do. Plus, in Coral Island, there's a whole new category of cleaning the ocean and the mermaids and getting to know the mermaid lore that no farming sim that I've played has the underwater. So you now have not only the traditional crafting, decorating, farming, fishing, foraging, mining. I think I said that already. But you also have ocean cleaning and ocean farming. So people talk shit about Coral Island, but I think it's one of the best games to come out in the last couple of years. I think people who talk shit haven't played much. And it's actually really, 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 really fun. And they just came out with a multiplayer update and a romance update. So I'm not going to play it again until it's done, but that is just because I don't want to burn myself out on it. But it is a gorgeous, gorgeous, fun game. But I do like both of them. Those are just my random thoughts. Okay, I guess that does mean we saved ourselves some money for these random pumpkins. Pile of decorative white pumpkins, cute. Can get one more. No, I can't. I thought they were 100. R.I.P. Yeah, you can just grab more plates. That's funny. Okay. I think that's really all I can do at the festival for today. I've danced, I've purchased, I've chatted with everyone. Oh, we're getting a little lore. The story that goes long ago, an ancient queen was separated from her sworn love during a time of war, and she conjured the first queenberries from the ashes left in the wake of the final battle and bade them to return here briefly each autumn. In that way, she could immortalize the sweetness of her lost love. It's hard to say exactly when the feasting and the dancing enter the equation, but... Wait, that's cute. I like that. It's giving, like, romanticy novel in an interesting way. Alright, cool. I think me and Kale want to do the multiplayer update. I'm not sure. We haven't decided yet if it's going to be content. We might put it out on UE2B. So I will let you know. Keep your eyeballs peeled. If that's something that you might be interested in. Actually, I'll put that in the middle one, I think. And then put the... Oh, he's so cute. I might rearrange. I want it to be too repetitive, but for now, I think it's cute. Oh, you can't put it right by a tree. Fair enough. Could put it next to one of these little stumps. I am pretty excited for the new season of Survivor. Obviously, also very excited for Survivor 50 and impatient, but...
Howdy there.
Is it because the bun is there? Mr. Bun? This is the one thing I love about this game is you can just pick up your animals and move them if they're in the way. Oh, that's so cute. Hello, my love. Hi. Is your work annoying you again? Or are you just sleepy?
More so just whelming.
Just whelming. Fair enough.
A coworker messaged me saying, I love when we make a decision and it lasts longer than a day.
I don't know if y'all can hear them, so I'm gonna repeat what Toasty said. They said, one of their coworkers said to them today, I love when we make a decision and it lasts longer than a day. Which I'm sure you agree with, but also wish that that wasn't something that you were... Basically, the bar is in hell. I just did the Harvest Festival for the first time.
Did you win?
No, I got second.
Auntie, you're still in year 1, yeah?
Yeah, no, year 2, but...
Oh, you're in year 2?
They didn't have Harvest Fest when I was in year 1, though, so this was my first Harvest Fest.
Did you just choose animals that have lots of hearts?
Harvest Fest doesn't have animals.
Oh.
That's the one with
That's
the...
never mind. What's Harvest Fest?
Where you have to get the queen berries.
I thought that was the flower one.
That's
Is it the same as the flower
It's
one?
the same, but it's
Harder.
It's the same mechanic, but you just get a different thing. It's not the flowers. It's the
I know. I'm just surprised that you only got second. I feel like you're better. Who beat you?
Island.
Island.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Island?
The pink-haired guy.
Oh, I think in my brain I call him Ilion or something like that.
Ilion. Maybe I'm saying it wrong.
How do you all pronounce that boy's name? I was thinking.
Hysina.
The word I like I was like, whose name starts with an I? Nobody's name starts with an I.
Baby.
Hi.
Meow. Lots to say today. Do I have one named Shrimp yet? I feel like I might, so I'll have to check. I might have to rename him, but I think that's cute.
I think Big doesn't name Baby this much because he associates it with too much.
Maybe. Good to keep
Macaroni
teaching
says,
him.
"Hey there."
Hello, this little bright blue baby.
Cute. It's a duck, not a chimkin.
No, it's a ducky.
A ducky. I like what does it say? It says new animal born. Figure it out. You're the farmer, not me.
The chimkins and the ducks do look similar sometimes. Let's make sure I didn't double up on the name Shrimp chat room. Yep, I did. We already have a bunny named Shrimp. Sorry, bud, you can't be Shrimp.
Shrimp too.
No. I'll just look up a different gender-neutral, non-binary name.
There's another name for shrimp. Prawn.
It's not the prawn.
Prawn would be funny.
No, I want like noun names.
Gender neutral fish noun names.
Longest list of noun names you'll ever see.
This is the like most trans shit that I've ever seen. Sushi.
Why are they all? Why is it?
Editor's note. Please fix this stuff. What is?
I think bad people came in and messed with the doc, so now it's like
interesting. You can probably see version history or something, yeah.
I don't know if I don't think I'm somewhere I want to be.
My name is Cup, if that pleases the gods.
Why is everything so big? Ray is kind of cute, like Stingray.
You're just obsessed with Stingrays, huh?
I mean, I'll take any excuse.
Justice for the name.
Wait, it could be Sting. That's kind of cute. Do I already have that, though? I have to check.
That would be funny. That would be on brand.
That wouldn't be entirely surprising to me. No, I don't. Excellent.
Twig. You do have Sting already. Where? Is it the cat? We just changed it to Sting. That one Sting is the Sting. Itsy.
I don't see any other Stings.
Can you who's Itsy? Show me Itsy.
Itsy.
Can you please name a bunny Bitsy? Itsy Bitsy?
Sure.
Yes.
I could do that.
Plankton is cute too.
Plankton is cute.
Only if it's green though. Green one has to be Plankton.
I don't have a green one yet.
You're on your way.
This is Seashell.
I love Seashell. Do they have hats? Any fun hats? No.
Some of them.
Obviously the babies don't.
Actually we have some that could use, but she's got like a little bonnet.
Love the bonnet.
He's got a little.
Love the egg.
Who else? A couple of them do. Let's see. He has like a
straw.
Yeah. A bow.
Bow. Cute.
He doesn't have anything yet. He has a top hat.
The top hat is beautiful. I think when you get to the animal festival, I think it's in fall too. They have more of those that you can buy, and I did spend like I think 10K.
Oh, I was really sad I didn't save like money. I didn't know that the Harvest Festival was coming, like so I didn't like save enough money for.
Being in fall year 2 with $400 is.
I don't know how to make money in this game.
I have like 40,000 by this point. I never think about money.
I don't know how you get money in this game so
fast.
Ant is cute. I do like
crops. that. Sell crops.
I do.
Like a lot of crops. All the crops.
I don't have enough money to buy the crops.
You buy the seeds.
I know. I don't have enough money.
Do you sell your extra bugs, fish, artifacts?
Artifacts, yeah.
You don't sell your extra bugs or fish? How many fish are you keeping?
I just keep one. I just keep one of each.
Okay. I have 3 of each, but I did start with 1 of each, to be fair. Okay. I believe in you. You'll be fine.
He said he's giving me feed. I need nothing more than that, so.
That's true. I spend a lot of money on feed, too. I think I spend like 10K a week on feed, in all honesty.
It's hard to do feed in this game, and if you don't feed them correctly, they start eating your crops.
That's hysterical. You could probably just fence in your crops, though. Or fence them in.
I know, but I have like a cute vibe going on, and I don't want to do that.
Jenny, do you want to eat some crops? I would eat anything. I'm starving. It's 5 p.m.
It's not even 5 yet.
It's 4:57 p.m.
Yes,
I was
but
pounding.
I know, but when it comes to Junie, she's already like always doing it a little earlier and a little earlier and a little earlier.
Babe, she doesn't know how to tell time. We know this.
Ugh.
Let me round.
He's not the first person she acted up with. If I don't nip it in the bud, I'm afraid it's gonna get her in real trouble one of these days at a judging. She could get her blue ribbons taken away, but it's hard to discipline her. I raised her from an egg, you know? Smartest chicken I ever had, heck, smartest animal. I just wish I could show her that the folks around here would like her, given half a chance. Maybe we need to start socializing her. I just don't have enough grass, social science. Like, there's not enough of it. I've, like, run out of grass.
I have like 10 of each animal. The grass has 0 chance against me. And I also have money to be made. I can't be cutting grass. That's not my prerogative. Anyway, I'm back.
Okay. You're a goofball, you know that.
Yes, I did know. I spent 15 minutes looking for this and then figured it's got to be in B's office.
I'm so sorry. To be fair, you put it in here.
I believe you.
Without the basics and starter, I'm always getting called out. I'm just not very good at optimizing in games. This is so funny because she's tall, but her legs are like spread.
He loves this. Having the time until she bites me.
That's Junie for you. She's having the time of her life until she's not. Well, I figured if it stopped raining, we might go on a walk. Okay. Okay. Not a single blade of grass shall dare show its face. Oh, also, we got a couple of follows in the last 10 minutes while I was distracted. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the follows, though. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a good time. And Alatita, you asked me how I was doing earlier, and I also got distracted. I'm doing good. I'm a little tired still. I would say I'm at like 85% out of 100. So, I'm not quite there yet, but you know, it sounds so funny that you say that. I've been thinking for a long time. One day I'd really like to do a Patreon, and in that Patreon, it would be like essentially giving you access to more like life content than I would necessarily feel comfortable sharing on the big internet. And I thought about going back to doing vlogs on there where you could see like more of our day-to-day life. And then also I love my friend Cheyenne has a podcast she does on her Patreon where she literally just talks about all of the stuff going on in her life in great detail, her interests, her hyperfixations, and she just like has a knack for it. And I would love to do that too. I would definitely love to bring Toast on occasionally. I definitely couldn't. Toasty's too busy for any kind of content to be like dedicated. Toasty will be in this every time, but for sure sometimes. No, it's okay. Don't worry, social science nerd. Exclamation point, sorry. You're all good. You're all good. If we had to do a regular podcast, I think the only thing that we share a deep enough interest on that we could manage consistently would probably be reality TV and all of our thoughts on it, to be honest. I should send away for some books on the subject. I want to do it right. Henrietta's too good of a bird to do things slapdash. I'll let you know when I've got the perfect outing planned for her. Survivor podcast when Survivor would definitely be included for sure. Survivor, Love Island, Project Runway, chef shows. Oh my gosh, all of that, and he gave me 3 things of feed. Dude, I need like 300, not 3. Oh my god. The chickens when they're small are so cute. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, so we gave, because we have another chicken cookie, we gave Loaf the cookie. So then what, it would be Luna, or we could wait until our new chicken, which is Sting. Is Sting a boy or a girl, though? Sting's a girl, so we should probably wait, even though it's tempting to do it now. Yeah, I think we did. Was that the one, was that the one where we did the Stardew in The Sims? I've done a couple of group charity streams, so I'm not sure if that was the one or if it different one. Like Simdu Valley or something. Did Among Us? I've done lots of Among Us for different charity events and special streams. So, oh wait, they don't like being in the rain. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can go back inside. I'm so sorry. Apologies. I've also done first class action, first trouble. There was like this weird first class trouble. Was that it? I don't know. I don't remember the name. There was this weird like Among Us like game we played for like a hot second on Twitch, which was actually really fun, but not too many people play it, so it's hard to gather people now. Oh, you're fine. You do not have to apologize. When I do like special streams like that, I'm fully like aware that the volume level will be very different than my normal day-to-day streams. It does not bother me. I'm always glad people are having fun. I did not hate you. No, I swear I don't hate you. Not at all. You're so fine. There were lots of other peeps who were also having a good time, laughing, giggling. Oh, we don't need to keep this many TVs. We could definitely sell those for some money. You're chilling, mellow. And I can honestly be on the other side. As a person, I can be loud. I struggle when other people are loud, especially if it's many people at once. But I never get mad about it because I can literally be the loud person sometimes. In fact, when I was young, when I was little, I was kind of the opposite of how I am now. I was the kid who in school, I'm sure some of you can relate to this. My feedback on my report cards consistently always was great kid, really well behaved, talks way too fucking much though. Every single time. Every time. So if that was you, relatable content. I was also a weirdo who like half the time only wanted to talk to adults as well. So I was an only child, and then I feel like with my autism, I was kind of like I found I was very serious from a very young age. And whether that's good or bad, I'm not trying to say. It had its pros and cons, but I was very serious from a very young age, and so I found speaking to relating to other kids difficult, and always wanted to talk to the adults who would talk to me in a more mature way, which, again, pros and cons. It wasn't always a good thing, but it was true. I used to hang out with all my teachers. I would sit by their desk and talk to them instead of talking to the other students. Talk to the, yeah, me too, social science nerd, me too. Me too. The class clown, I get you, I get you. One thing that's interesting about this game compared to Stardew is you have to maintenance your farm a lot more, in my opinion. Because the um trees and rocks and everything grow back more and faster. It's nice for collecting those materials for building stuff and whatnot, but sometimes I'm like, dang, I feel like I just cleaned up my farm and now there's a gazillion rocks and trees around again. I always felt out of place, so my way of masking that was to overdo it, I guess. That makes a lot of sense. I think that's pretty common for a lot of kids. Ooh, my game froze for a second. That made me nervous. Yeah, like some of us shut down and get quiet and don't really communicate, and then some of us do the opposite. I feel like, not that I'm saying that this applies to you, but necessarily, but I feel like more of the ADHD side of neurodivergence would lean towards that strategy, and then I would see more of the autistic side lean towards the more quiet vibe. But both had like a similar reasoning why they were doing it. Yeah, me too. I definitely became more introverted as an adult and more like easily overstimulated and things like that. Quieter. Ooh, we got a shark. I think we have gotten one of those before, but I don't think it's super common. Oh, did I really come down here with my inventory full again? B. You gotta stop doing that. Ugh. Oh, you know what? I think we got the goby fish that we were looking for, and I think we put it in our inventory and didn't bring it to who was looking for it. My bad. We have a Bagagua in the hallway right now. Ooh, I don't know if I've ever got that guy before. I used to think I was an extrovert, but nope, definitely not. I can put on a face of extrovertedness when I get home, like I crash hard. Leave me in a dark room with a reading light to decompress. Yeah, it helped me a lot when someone explained that introverted and extroverted doesn't necessarily mean how talkative or social you are, and more so what brings you energy or what takes energy. So you can be an introvert who loves socializing, but still it means that the socializing, as much as you love it, drains you instead of giving you energy. And that started to make a lot more sense because in certain environments where I feel safe and I have friends, I can chat. And sometimes I don't. The nice thing about having, I feel like, a good friend group is kind of like the ability to do both, get you a friend who can do both. Where, like, sometimes it's more so that with a friend group I feel safe and comfortable with, maybe I'm more likely to be comfortable being silent, and then sometimes it's more like I'm comfortable being louder. But yeah, at the end of the day, like, the as much as I can enjoy socializing with a group, like, for example, this is why I don't necessarily like when people tell me, like, oh, well, we didn't invite you to any of the group games or anything like that, because you always talk about how introverted you are, or how anxious you get, or like how overstimulated you get. I'm like, yeah, but like I still have fun. You know what I mean? Like, I still want to be invited because I'm still gonna have fun. It's just, it's gonna drain me and I'm gonna have to recover from it. But that doesn't mean that I don't want an opportunity to be involved, if that makes sense. Alright, let's go see if we have any of those in here first. We definitely do. But I'll grab those duplicates after. And instead we'll put the singles in here. Partner who knows your social limits. My partner knows when I've had enough and will give me an out because I always get nervous to give myself. Yeah, that's like probably the people pleasing, which is very hard to unlearn and overcome. It's like, don't want to disappoint people. Sometimes it's really hard for me because I feel bad that I feel like I haven't done enough. So, like, for example, one of my favorite games to play with my friends is Valorant. And I do really enjoy Valorant. I wouldn't play it as much as I do if I didn't. But Valorant is an interesting game because you don't really get to control what the vibes are like. Sometimes you get games that are really even in skill level, and so they're really fun, and you don't have any smurfs who are making the lobby way too hard, and the Valorant actually gives you a game that's like a reasonable level for you. Sometimes the randoms are actually really nice, and all your friends are having a good time, and it's great. And other times, you get weirdos who are being like sexist or homophobic or just doing weird things into the microphone or things like that, and or the like balance system doesn't work very good, and you get games that are like way too hard for you and you're getting tapped every single time and killed right away. And it's like sometimes I can get super overstimulated after playing like 2 rounds, and I feel bad because I invited them to play, or I said I wanted to play, and then after like 2 games, which to be fair, Valorant games are like 40 minutes, I'm like, "Ooh, I like can't take anymore actually." Or the chronic illness thing of like sometimes I like committed to something and I want to try, but then after just a little bit, I like actually I'm like, oh, I actually can't do this. Like it's too much. So it can be tricky. It can be tricky, but it's definitely good to speak up for yourself. As hard as it can be. Something I'm always working on. Sometimes it goes better than others. All right, chat room. I've had a really great day today. Thank you for all of the warm welcomes back. It's a little earlier than we normally end stream, but my throat hurts. And that was one of the side effects of getting put under twice. They did have to put a tube down my throat twice. So my voice has been a little bit sensitive, and I'm hoping to be able to stream tomorrow and Friday, fingers crossed. So I'm gonna try to protect having some energy left to do that.